Should be popping up here soon. Sorry guys, I'll get with you right about now. What's going on, Mr. Claudio 375? So, don't know why Facebook is starting to have some issues right now. Be right with you guys. I'm also checking for the YouTube to come through. Make sure all 3 platforms are running. Right now it looks like Instagram's the only thing that's going. There we go. We got YouTube going. Let me mute this dude. There we go. Alright, so I open up YouTube and this automatically opens, so I guess I'm watching now. Thank you, Mr. Snappy Shoot from YouTube. Appreciate it, man. Don't know what's up with Facebook. Let me take it off of that. Let's see if that helps. May have to just finish it and reconnect with Facebook. Can I get a shout out? J3 Customs, what's up, man? J3 Customs, I'll give you a shout out right now. Hold on. Let's go live. Do you want to go live? Yes, I want to go live. Alright, so we got Facebook finally rolling. I don't know why Facebook took so long. So, real quick, let me give a shout out to my peoples on Instagram, since these guys were the first ones to show up. Then there was my boy YouTube, Snappy. I'm sorry, did I say Snappy Shoot? My bad, I'm sorry. Alright, my bad, man, on YouTube. Alright, cool. So shout out to all my people watching on Instagram. These guys were the first ones to pop up. I got Claudio 375. What's up, man? Jaden, Beeville Airsoft. Shout out to those guys. Those guys are actually coming down this Sunday tier to the indoor field. So if you guys want to shoot out with some really awesome players, come check those guys out. They actually have a beautiful field in Beeville. I know Boomer's been talking about it, and I've been talking with the owner off and on throughout the past weeks. We got to make a trip out there to check it out. Purple Drank 101. Man, if I butcher these names, I'm sorry. I'm a bit dyslexic when I talk, not when I read. It's it's weird. I got, I guess, Chris C, but he's got like 2 eyes in front, 2 eyes in the back. J3 Customs, that's my dude who did my shoes. In case you guys want to see how that looked out, I'll show you right now. We got Panda Airsoft, we got Borshad, and FKZ Luna CY. Man, I'm really butchering these names. I haven't played there for a good month. All right. Hopefully you come back. Latin Dragon 1988. Claw Spectre, Speedy Boy, Claw Spectre again. Speedy Boy, hey, what's up? J3 Customs, where the customs at? I'm about to show you. I got them all, man. You know I rock those things all the time. We got Boom Airsoft, and it keeps popping up like crazy. So I can't keep up with you guys. Johnny Ray, what's up, man? I haven't seen Johnny Ray in forever. I know the boys came by not too long ago. They actually brought the baby too. So those are the primos. Evans on Facebook. We got our YouTube viewers. Snappy Snoot, if I didn't butcher that again. Alright guys, real quick. Hola mi gente, my name is Psycho. We're here live at Airsoft Revolution 15. I'm sorry for coming up a little late in the game, but we had some players from San Angelo. So for my San Angelo players, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by, and shooting out with us. It was really good fun. It was the first time here at AR-15. especially in our indoor field. So it took a little bit for them to get accustomed to how we do things, but once they got rolling, man, it was on fire. So I didn't go live on that, and because thank you. So if you guys want to check those guys out, it is they do Christian ministries. I know some of you guys, if you guys want to look them up, they are called Sanctuary. It's kind of like Sanctuary, YouTube and Facebook, Instagram. Again, Sanctuary. So they do Christian ministries. Real cool peoples, man. Hit them up, give them a like, give them a follow. They are on YouTube, Facebook, and also on Instagram. I mean on Twitter, not on Instagram. So again, those real cool people. They came by, they shout out with us and stuff. So it was great. Now for the kicks. Real quick, let me go back to my sponsors real quick. Man, I already had this all set up. Facebook kind of threw me out of the loop a little bit. All right, cool. Here we go. And for the sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not bought your tickets yet, buy your tickets for Overwatch Tactics Conquest of Avalon 2. That's happening up in Waxahachie, Texas, and it's like 4.5 hours away from San Antonio up north, going towards Dallas. So if you haven't bought your tickets yet, guys, get on that real fast, as fast as possible. Tickets are almost completely sold out for that event. It is at the Renaissance Fair. If you've not fought there, it's definitely worth fighting for to actually go. It is on November 10th, which is the Marine Corps birthday, and November 11th, which is Veterans Day. He says he has a surprise for me. Hopefully, it's more than the surprise that I give to Raptor as far as free BBs shot at him at any given time. I'm just kidding. No, but his I don't get why he books these things like this, but that's my dude, man. He's a real good friend of mine. Guys, show him some love. These guys come all the way from Oklahoma to host these events, so show them some love. If you haven't been to their events yet, you need to try them out. They're also the ones that hosted the event up at that hospital up in Mineral Wells. So that was one that AR-15 locked down, of course. Scar, shout out to my guys. That's Scar. And they're on Instagram too. And guys, if you have not bought your tickets yet, you need to buy them fast because these are about to get sold out completely, which means they're putting a cap on that event, and that is Starburst 2018, the 10th Starburst, happening at Fort Hood, Texas, on October 19th through the 21st. All right, guys. They got Tier 1 tickets. They got Starburst tickets. They got everything. They got corporate sponsors. We're going to be vendors for them for that event. So buy your tickets. It is hosted by Third Coast Airsoft. Airsoft Junkies is going to be there. Polar Star, Nola Gay, Wolverine Airsoft, and HPA BBs, the best BBs in the world for biodegradable. Shout out to them. Shameless plug as always. And back to us. Now, I did promise to show you guys my kicks. Boom. So, these do say Psycho on them. Boom. I guess I haven't showed them off on my live feed, but they are they're actually painted on there. And I have not cleaned my shoes because I've been wearing these every time I play, wherever I go. I went to Orlando, I went to Vegas, and I have worn these suckers everywhere. And on this side, we got the Deadpool mixed with the Punisher because everybody knows I like to party. And at the same time, when the Punisher has to come out and punish some people, I got to do that too. So, if you guys want your custom kicks, give a shout out to my boy J3 Customs, who's on Instagram. I think he's on Facebook. And I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel, but he did the turnaround. It was actually for Father's Day, so I can't tell you how much my wife paid, but definitely worth it because I have run these hard. And again, not bad for a cleanup. I haven't cleaned them up. I should go to Ingram. They do that free. Hey man, let me clean your shoe. And let me see. Show me on the other foot too. I'm just kidding. No, I got that shoe cleaner too, but I just haven't done it. I'm always here doing stuff for you guys. Shout out to Oscar, who's gonna be our a new patch maker. If we can get that machine up and rolling. And no, he was gonna make me a lid, one of those hats with the logo and stuff. So we're still working on the logo. So J3 Custom, sir, thank you so much for an awesome job. A lot of people, they claim to do like real custom work like that, and then you see it crack, and you see it like, you know, when you bend the shoe or it starts to dry out and flake off. Man, these are on point. I don't know how he did it. I know I paint guns and stuff, but this dude's on a whole different level when it comes to actual rubber that flexes and moves. Shameless plug. Thank you, sir, Mr. J3 Customs, for the awesome shoes. You can do them on Adidas, whatever it may be. We'll do a touch-up group. Man, there's no need for a touch-up on these. There's no scrape marks, and that's because like I said, I wore them down hard, and there's no need for it. And you know, I'm real big to the whole battle wear thing. So if it looks worn down and looks beat up, I like it even better. But dude, they don't even wear down that bad. So I'm not, you know, when the shoe starts talking by itself, where like the sole comes off, then I'll be like, hey man, do you do like glue jobs on the shoe? All right, guys. So that is my shameless plug for today. Anybody else want to plug? Wants to sponsor, you know, Psycho with AR-15, or you want to do anything like that? Hey, give me a shout out. Shout out to Joker from the Black Lions. Is it Joker Black Lions? What? Dude, I have a Joker. So again, guys, checking him out. He's right now on Instagram. He's putting down here. He's also on Facebook. You see a lot of his artwork on Facebook too. I know that's how we saw a lot of his stuff. So check him out. He's really awesome, guys. Again, don't forget these guys. These guys, you gotta show them some love. It's a small community, so we have to stick around together. All right, guys. Other than that, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of the conversation here, which is bragging rights. Now, it's not the meat and potatoes, but I'm gonna do that plug anyways. Bragging rights, guys. Don't forget, today is Thursday. I have to check because sometimes my days are off. But today is Thursday, which means we are 1 day away from Bragging Rights Friday's Night Champion to return for his undisputed title reign of a month, which is Nick Perez. He'll be here at Texas Partisans to fight for his title. Guys, let me know who's going to be competing for Bragging Rights on Friday, so that way I'll put out a post on our Facebook page. And if you don't have Facebook, I'm sorry, I don't have Instagram. I'm using the AR-15's Instagram here at the arena with the tablet and stuff. And then Facebook, you guys obviously get all the love because I'm on Facebook. But either way, I need 10 fighters for Friday. 10 guys that are ready to take the title away from Nick. Nick does not have to compete for the first round or second round. He will compete the third round, which will be the #1 contender that won the other 2 rounds and defend his title for the challenger's choice of game. Boom. There's the mic drop in your face. In case you didn't know, that's how it's going down. For the hey, there he is. Nick Perez just jumped up on the live feed on Facebook. So yes, sir. So if you haven't noticed yet, we are having the fight tomorrow for Friday. So bring your title, get ready for the fight. Again, you don't have to compete the first round or the second round, first or second round, but you do have to compete for the third and final round of the other players, the challenger, which would be the #1 contender's choice to go up against the champion Nick Perez from the Texas Partisans. Shout out to Big Dog Nick. All right. Simba will be fighting for his title on Saturday. So same thing with him. We will need 10 players to compete. And then there's that knockout. It's the Dark Souls that first 4 that get knocked out. I'm sorry. This is the first 6 that gets knocked out, and then we're down to the final 4, which is the second round, which is having a brain fart. What up, Nick? Circle of Doom. Then the #1 contender, the last man standing, will challenge the champion, which would be Simba, for Saturday for the title of a game of his choice. And the champion has to defend the title against that for Saturday. Same thing on Sunday for our champion Eddie. Eddie is still a free agent. hasn't joined the team, but he has been practicing. So Eddie, if you're watching, I do have your NC Star site here today. It showed up today. So if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, we have your NC Star site ready today. Don't throw it on there without sighting it in and then get all mad because you missed every shot. You forgot to pick it up. I know he came by yesterday, but he didn't come in yesterday. He came in today. So all our NC Star shipment came in today. So if you have special orders, I'm sorry guys. Shameless plug. Come by, pick it up because I ain't holding on to anything for you guys. I'm just kidding. You paid for it already. It's yours. Just come pick it up before I forget and I end up putting out my stuff. Just kidding. Again. All right. We're talking about bragging rights. Okay. Finished with bragging rights. Okay. Plate carriers, chest rigs, or battle belts. Okay. The reason that subject came up to play is because my guys from San Angelo, they're your typical backyard airsoft. And you know they had a lot of questions as far as what is it that the professionals wear, which would be the guys that have been playing forever, or the the real steel shooters. So everybody has different preferences. So if you guys didn't miss the show yesterday, and we talked about crossing over between paintball and airsoft, and he brought up a good point. If you play indoors, you should be able to play outdoors. You play outdoors, you should be able to play indoors. If you play milsim, you should be able to play speedsoft. If you play speedsoft, you should be able to play milsim, and so forth and so forth. So we could be able to tap into different avenues. Depending on your setup is what you want to set up for your rigs, your chest rig, your plate carrier, whatever it may be. For instance, Nick has a really awesome Russian plate carrier that I've never seen before, and he brought it in, and it looks great. It's the emerald. I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry, man, but it's like an emerald green or a jade green, and it looks really nice. The way it's mollied, the different colors and everything, it just looks really beast. It has maximum protection. Like if you put real plates in there, in the front and back. Now that's another thing. Can your setup? Okay, so it's the Defender 2 Emerald. So that's the name of the plate carrier, I believe. So, and if you guys want to look that up, you guys can. I'll look it up in my show, but you guys can look it up afterwards. So if you guys are wondering what it is, or you can come by and check his setup out. Nick does actually have multiple plate carriers that he wears. So everything's set up different. He actually runs an AK-47. I have seen him run an M4, so I think he has a setup for an M4. I run just an M4. I have an ARP9, but I have a drum mag for that, so I really don't kind of have the stick mags like ready accessible for my plate carrier. But I do have my plate carrier setup. So I'm going to explain the differences between plate carriers and your basic setup all the way to your more expensive stuff, which would be Crye Precision and Blue Force gear, stuff like that. When is it too much and when is it just for show? Function over fashion. That we had thought about doing a series on YouTube for function over fashion, and sometimes that's all it is. It's fashion. You know what I mean? And that's okay. See, so he just said that it's an AK Master Race. Hey, that's all respect to him, man. If you want to run an AK, I have not run an AK, so I couldn't tell you how I would shoot. But let me explain the chest rigs and go from there. Okay, so chest rigs. Usually because of pricing, chest rigs are usually the first setup that everybody buys because it's able to carry the magazines that you have, and a lot of chest rigs already come with a pistol holster, the magazine pistol holster for the magazines for pistols. They have like an admin pouch. They have your giant AK magazine things, and then you have a little bit more upgraded chest rigs, kind of like Raptors right here that I just put out of the bin. So it's kind of it's not a cross draw, but it is a a chest rig. It's pretty quick disconnect. I know he's building a setup right now to where this is Raptor, so it's gonna fit me kind of weird. All right, so these are not mollied into anything, so you're pretty much stuck with what you got. So there's no changing out on this setup specifically. Now, he is building a setup where you can disconnect here, and you can disconnect here, and you can quick change a different type, or you can have like a plate carrier front end, and then you have the back opened up like that, or you can hook up a hydration carrier, or you can hook up like a mini map, or the flat packs that he's been getting now. I think I'm gonna get one for my setup. I don't remember exactly the name for the flat pack, but it expands out like 1.5 inches, where it expands out and is more space, but then it shrinks down all the way down to where it hooks nice and tight around your HPA system. If you have a tank, if not, then that's all you got. So a chest rig usually has everything that you need for super lightweight, super maneuverable. I have seen a lot of people run it inside the indoor field. You kind of leave these all exposed. You leave all this exposed, you end up getting shot a lot in the chest. You know what I mean? If you end up coming out of cover. Not you only get shot up in the forearms, in the shoulders. Even at that, you come around and get shot up in the back. So chest rig, I have seen, and I'm gonna get down to it. I have seen a lot of my space officers not even wear a chest rig; they just wear a battle belt. Again, it's preference. So honestly, I would this is a good setup because it already has everything you need. It's got the pistol mag pouches, it's got 2 pouches, and it's got a bungee cord. I'm not a big fan of the bungee cord system just because it's one more thing that you have to move when you're pulling out a mag, especially when you're trying to speed reload or if you're trying to reload, like my boy Simba when on Instagram. I know he does on Facebook, and he does like all his quick reloads on his rough tail. You don't want to have to worry about a bungee unless you got the bungee moved over real quick and you want to do that. That's one more extra step you got to do. And every second counts, especially here in the indoor field, because there's so much action that goes on to where you need every second to have less movement. Where in this case, the chest rig is kind of up high on me to where I don't have to reach down lower for for my mags. This is kind of flimsy. It's kind of loose. There's really no resistance. As far as like if I'm low crawling in the outdoor field, a lot of the stuff can fall out of this rig. Maybe it can because of the bungees. Again, this is Raptor's old setup, and you know how he rolls, man. He rolls rough and he goes through the grind and everything. So chances are he's already proved that this has worked for him, and that's why he's getting rid of it now, and he's already gotten a whole new setup. Nothing wrong with chest rigs. Chest rigs are a really great system to get into. A lot of people go from plate carrier back to a chest rig, or back to a chest rig combination with a battle belt, or they just run the battle belt by itself. So just because you end up getting rid of a system doesn't mean you can't adapt it to a new setup. Again, I have seen chest rigs that can turn into plate carriers. Plate carriers that turn into like a combination hydration carrier with your, and it's more breathable. For airsoft, it'll be okay. You know what I mean? If you're doing real steel shooting, if you're hunting, this would be a great setup for hunting because ain't nobody trying to shoot you. You're just trying to shoot animals. If in the right proper hunting season, gotta put that disclaimer out there. The right proper hunting season, if you're hunting for the proper animals with the proper licenses, this would be a nice setup because it's not a plate carrier where you have to walk around worried about people trying to kill you or anything like that. Depending on where you're hunting, that could play a factor into it. But either way, you have everything up here. You can have your snacks, your gummy worms or whatever it is that you have, water bottles, it's stuff. Let me have a player coming in. Always on my live feeds. I should do more live feeds, right? I think he's a boxer. Maybe a boxer. I don't know. We always have these big windows so we can see who's coming out. Yeah, he's a boxer. We're good. Alright, so you always want to be able to have your chest rig set up to where you have your bandages and stuff like that. Especially if you're hunting, you can have all that stuff set up like right here. Right? And then you don't have to worry about having a sweaty back or anything like that. So a chest rig is also a good idea for multiple uses. You can use it for hunting. You can use it for airsoft. You can use it for a lot of things. I wouldn't use this in real life, like overseas or anything like that, unless you're throwing it on top of a plate carrier, which would be then a low bearing vest, which is kind of something that we used to do back in early 2000s to 2010, around there, and then we switched over to the new JPC style plate carriers. So, which I'll go into next. So guys, you guys can agree with me on the chest rigs. You guys can agree with me or disagree with me. It doesn't matter. I'm just giving you guys opinions of what I think what the chest rig can do and cannot do, and some of the stuff that I've seen. All right, guys. Now, shameless plug, NC Star Vism. Now these guys, about 3 or 4 years ago, when I was looking around before we started our pro shop, I was looking around and I was looking at like some of the tactical stores that we have here in San Antonio, and I was like, cool, what's the cheapest thing that you can find out there that's actually gonna provide maximum coverage or be able to do his job? It's a plate carrier. It's designed to stop rounds from going into you, bullets from going into you, and be able to carry everything that you have. So a simple plate carrier back then would be your Condor. Condor had like this giant plate carrier that covered up all the way around here, and it was like maximum protection, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Especially when you're overseas, you want to be able, yes, the tactical vest. Thank you, man. So the tactical vest, right? And it covered up to here and had molly for days, all the way down to like your panza. Perfect. It was great. It was like $100 bucks, $110 maybe. Which was not a bad idea. It was not a bad thing, because we go from like different types of plate carriers back then to where they're like $200, $300, maybe even $800 for real steel plate carriers. They had the quick release up here and all this other stuff, and everything was wired. And then even at that, you had the coil up here. I think it was on your left side because your heart's right here. So I think I remember it being on your left side, and you had to weave it all the way through your entire system. Man, they've come up with so many different things since then, which I'm really happy about. And Blue Force Gear, a lot of these higher end companies have come up and developed. The war has changed overseas, and the reason I'm talking about the war, whether you agree or not, I'm just talking about the plate carrier itself. It's changed to where we went from maximum protection to where we had side sappies, we had the double sappy in the front, the single sappy, flat sappy in the back, and then we had our plate carrier, which was a simple this on top of all of that. So that's why a lot of us have screwed up backs and screwed up necks, because we have we had so much weight on top of us, because it was like almost being bubble wrapped to where nobody was going to get hurt, which is the ultimate goal, right? But over time, like I said, the war was changing to where, we realized we weren't fighting a force on force type of fight. So we started going lighter. The helmets started changing to the bump helmets. Helmets started changing to the fast helmets, to where they were lighter. They were shaped around to where you could actually put your earpiece on for your comms, versus having this flat piece that we used to have that would have to fit inside your ugly helmet that we used to have with the mesh like leathers like sticking right here in the front. Then you had that fixed neck cover that came out like after I came back from Iraq. So either way, everything changed with time and made it for faster. And then we came out with JPCs, jumpable plate carriers is the short term for that, JPCs. So basically it just covers up the front, covers up the back, breathable on the sides, and it's just a little bit higher because that's where all your vital organs hold. As you can tell, I'm more of the plate carrier kind of guy, because I'm talking a lot more about it than the chest rig, right? And how does that convert to airsoft? In real life, there's 3 things that you want to do for a plate carrier, and that can kind of technically go into airsoft, and you gotta kind of take it with a grain of salt. Okay, guys. So the plate carrier. Okay, so remember I was talking about the $100, $110 one that was covering everything? Cool, I had one of those, came in here, and I was very, my body movement wasn't as quick as what Cake had when he first came in. He had his cry precision, he had his belly showing and everything. I was like, dude, I'm gonna shoot you in the belly, man. Well, no, I mean, he was able to bend and maneuver and go around corners a little bit tighter than I could, because I had all this, it almost felt like a corset, whenever I was trying to move, you know what I mean? And and that's where these come into play, the smaller ones. Okay, so this one here does not have a price on it, but I'm just gonna throw a number out there. These are like 55 bucks. So it could be cheaper, I don't know. I should have probably done my research before I said this. But these are cheaper. It's just a plate carrier. It's got a single strap, doesn't have a cummerbund, where it's only stitched right here on the side. Great for airsoft, and it does actually, it's able to hold real steel plates if you want it to. Okay. Well, we've always had these in stock, so if you wanted to get these are always in stock. We do have one that actually has a cummerbund. I think that one's 65 and this one's 55 because of the cummerbund that it doesn't have. But it is able to have a plate carrier, a real steel plate if you wanted to. It is not stab proof, so don't think it's stab proof or any of that stuff. That's another thing that you guys have to think about when it comes to real steel, or for real steel or real life purposes versus airsoft. For airsoft, it does a great job. That's why it's half the price, and you can't kind of beat it for the JPC that it has. If only if he wasn't broke. I know, man. We all get there at one point in time, and I'm about to show you why. All right, so whenever you decide to get a plate carrier, and the reason I'm bringing this up again is because our friends from Sanctuary, and they were asking a bunch of questions, which is good. That's how we come up with these shows. Did the Army make you? I wasn't in the Army. Make you give back your military vest? My cousin said they made him give his back. Yeah, well, yeah, it's issued. I wasn't in the Army, so I don't know how the Army does it, but whatever it is that you wear in the Marine Corps, you have to give back, and whatever you take overseas, you have to wear. If you're caught wearing your own stuff in any, I think in any military branch, and you're on a mission and you fail, like say somebody gets shot, somebody gets hurt, and you're not wearing issued stuff, that's you're in trouble. So if you're in a vital situation to where your life depends on it, I wouldn't take my own stuff out there, just because now you're talking a lot of other stuff. But again, back to JPCs. Now, now, at least that's how it was for me when I was in. That was a long time ago. Now it may have changed. Maybe now, depending on what type of situation that you're in, you're able to take your own stuff. Don't quote me on it. Again, my connects are already done out of the military, so they're already, they got beards and everything, and they're having a good time of their life. Some of them are no longer here, and that's okay too. Plate carriers. Back to that. So the three things that you want to do is, one, you want to plug holes on yourself. If you have a plate carrier, you want to be able to plug yourself. So the way you wear your plate carrier, guys, is here's your collarbone, right? For me, it's up here. So it's supposed to end up sitting up here high. I know a lot of people don't want to end up high because it ends up choking them in airsoft because their plate carrier rides up on their neck and stuff like that. Well, this is what protects your vital organs, meaning your lungs, your heart, and your intestines and stuff is all down here. I'm not an anatomy specialist, and I probably butchered that too. So don't quote me on the body parts, but I know that all your vital organs are up here, and that's why it's set up. And I'm gonna show you my rig so you guys can see how I have mine set up. Shameless plug. Here it comes. Ready? This is a 511 TacTech plate carrier, the CrossFit one, with HSG shoulder pads, additional shoulder pads on top of it because I don't want it digging into my shoulders. We'll get to that right now. Alright, so the way I have my battle belt set up, again, my collarbone's right here. This is where it sits, comes all the way across. I used to say all the time, like, you don't want to let your nipples shut off. But your plate carrier needs to be able to fit to where your nipple lengths are nipple length apart, to where you're not wearing a plate carrier that's like this small and your boobies are sticking out. Not because it's a shameful thing, but because in real life, if you get if you get shot on your chest, Right here. Oh, right. In there, that's your lung. That's your collapsible lung. You better hope that sucker went all the way through and not just bouncing around and shredding everything inside of you. Okay. So this is how you're supposed to wear your plate carrier, guys. The way it sits on your back is it's supposed to duplicate the front. So the front's sagging all the way down the chest to below your chest, and the back's all the way riding up in your back. You're wearing it wrong. It's supposed to sit evenly all the way across to your back. Okay. Again, my plate carrier sits over my waistline. This is I think it's a large. So this is as big as this plate carrier gets, but I'm able to move around a lot more freely than that big giant plate carrier that the Condor sells. Now, no shame in wearing that at all, because it does protect maximum protection, but it prevents you from moving around a lot more. Now, whether you're shooting real still or not, this is how you're meant to wear a plate carrier for this type of JPC setup. All right. Now, when you're wearing Cry, 511, Vism, NC Star, or you're wearing Condor, or you're wearing any other type of plate carrier, this is the reason why you wear it, is to protect yourself from getting shot in the chest, to where you don't die in real life. So in Airsoft, that's mimicking the real life things, this is how you wear your setup. So that's number one, how to plug yourself or keep yourself from getting plugged up with holes from other people. Number two, you need to be able to plug up your friends. You need to have a setup to where you can reach over and grab your IFAK, which is your first aid kit, whether it's a combat first aid kit or whether it's an airsoft first aid kit. For combat, you would need your tourniquet, you need all your bandages, your field dressing, your gloves, you know, your bloodborne and pathogens. You gotta take consideration for that. You need to have all that stuff in your IFAK, right? And then some. You can field dress depending on what type of mission you go to on real life, but you need to be able to plug in your friends, as many friends as you can, physically, without being an actual corpsman or a medic from the Army or anything else from any other branch, or a private contractor. You need to be able to have something to plug up your friends, keep yourself from being plugged up as well, or keep being able to plug up yourself. If you end up getting shot, you should be able to plug up yourself, and you should be able to have everything on you. And the last and final thing is have stuff to put bullets or put holes into other people. So to be able to do that fast, and you know, and be able to load up, as you know, into your magazine as fast as you can, that's how you want to be able to do it. So make sure that your magazines are set up the right way, the right position, to your standards. Now, if you're that type of guy that wants to have the magazine set up like this, because you can turn your wrist and you can stick it inside your mag, that's up to you. How I like to do it is to where they're all facing one way. And we're back. Okay, Instagram started acting up. So where it ends up facing one way, and you just turn and burn. You're ready to fire. Boom, 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 boom. I have a tackle pouch set up right now. Single shingle or single double, because I do have a pistol mag set up as well on top of my single one. But I do have a quick release to where I can have a different setup. So this is for a 9mm and my M4 and my pistol 9mm setup. Boom. Now my lighter weight, I can be able to fire. Boom. Da 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 da. My M4. Boom. 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 My pistol, I can reload quicker. So I have that quick setup right here, right? And last but not least, I have my triple double. Also tackle pouches. Why do I choose tackle pouches? Because, well, these are high-speed gear tackle pouches. So I have it set up to where I can run 6 magazines, real steel or airsoft. It doesn't matter. I can run heavy if I have to, then I have it. So it's a quick setup. So I have 3 different setups. One for submachine gun, M4 pistol, and then my M4 and my pistol setup. Or I can run flat if I want it. That's how I have it set up. I also have my shotgun shells if I'm using shotgun, whether real life or for airsoft. I have my setup to where I can sling the rifle right over my shoulder, just as so. Facebook dropped off. I think I'm still live on Facebook if you're watching it on YouTube right now. So there's my sling mount. I have my quick detach right here in my sling. This is a single point, so I can just throw it right over my shoulder. And now I have it on my back. A lot of you guys have seen me rock around like this. Why? Because in a situation to where you have to get down low, you have your pistol. You have your pistol, right? And it's in your kydex or whatever setup that you have, your leg holster, your holster up here. You can get down low and you can shoot anything you need to, right? Here's your rifle in the back. Also, if you're climbing a ladder, there was a situation in Fort Hood where we had to climb a ladder to get on top of the roof. So we climbed the ladder, and I was able to put my rifle in my back. And I low crawled on top of the roof to where I was able to grab my rifle up and over and be able to sling it around and be able to come up slow and be able to fire. We ended up taking over that roof anyways, and we ended up shooting everything else on the bottom. So it's a nice bungee system to where it bounces. I don't have a weapons catch back there. Maybe on my new flat pack, I probably have to put a weapon catch on it in order for it to be able to not wobble and move around. Right now it's pretty good setup with the tank and regulator I have back there. So that's that. So this is my plate carrier. This is how I like it. As far as using it as a rifleman, and these are all the reasons that you want to use a plate carrier for real steel and for airsoft. For airsoft to be able to be, you know, especially indoors, you want to run around, you want to get shot up. Cool. You know, I have tattoos in my chest and stuff, so I don't want to mess it up that bad. But if you get pelt in the chest, you know, it hits this, doesn't hit you. So that's one less thing you have to worry about. And you're versatile and be able to set up anything that you want on your plate carrier. A little too much is a lot. A lot is a little bit. You can be a minimalist, or you can be the most extreme. You know, and you can put molly on top of molly on top of molly on top of molly, and you can have a bunch of stuff. That's on you. It's your choice. Battle belt. I am building a battle belt setup. The battle belt that I have now, I'm not really happy with it. And I'm not going to tell you what brand it is, but I'm just going to show you what I have. And I can tell you why I'm not happy with it, but that was my fault. I cheaped out, and I got this battle belt because it was the cheapest one I could find for what I was looking for. So I'll show you guys right now. All right. So I'll show you the inside first. I'll explain to you why. So this padding right here, okay. This padding right here, it's kind of like the Cry Precision. It even almost duplicates the logo, except it doesn't have that little P where the C goes around and comes out like with a P. It duplicates the Cry to where it's soft on your gordula, your love handles, right? It's soft around there, and it doesn't rub up on there when you're moving around and stuff like that. I have an old school battle belt set up with a snap on it. Nice retention, you're able to size it, but it's a pain in the butt when you have to size it up because you have to move it around, you have to take off this latch and then move it around and do all that stuff. There's a lot more stuff out there, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about here in a minute. So, battle belts. Whew, I thought I was going to have to suck it in. Alright, so a lot of people like to wear their battle belt on top of their belt, right? So there's America. Boom. It's not my chones, it's actually a patch. You guys are wondering what that was. It was a patch that represents America. It was a gift from Raptor. Boom. Chainless plug. It's my rifle. Don't freak out. Cycle's not that crazy to where he wears, you know, America chones. It is on my Velcro, my belt. But I like to have it sitting up here, right up here. A lot of people like to have it on their actual belts. Just like that, right? Either way, you want it to where it doesn't sag down and underneath your butt. My wife makes fun of me saying I don't have a butt, so you do. She's like, babe, but it happened to me at Fort Hood almost like 2 years ago. I had the battle belt on top of, like, with my plate carrier. Man, I had it all set up. I had my pistol right here. I had my extra magazine right here. My tackle pouch, right? I had like, man, I had like 11 magazines on me. I mean, I was overkill. Sorry, Oscar, I didn't mean that. That's just call sign. But I had a bunch of stuff on me, right? So I'm running around, right? I'm trying to keep up with Raptor. And I'm running around, I'm like 200 plus pounds. And next thing you know it, literally, this is what happened. I'm running around and my plate carrier, my battle belt's underneath my butt. And I'm trying to like do this. And I'm running, and I'm trying to run as fast as I can because Raptor's really fast. He's already up the ladder. He's already up the stairs. And I'm like, hold on, bro. And I'm trying to readjust this on the fly. I'm like, equally, I gotta do this quick. So I'm trying to adjust this quick. All my stuff is still tight because I'm using high speed gear. Okay? And it's funny. I know, right? But hey, Psycho's crazy like that. So I'm running around, and you know, Tristan's back there. Everybody's trying to keep up. We're trying to catch up to him, and you know, I end up just ditching the battle belt because I'm like, no man, it's already sagging. It's coming off my legs. And this is what brings me up to my point. The reason that happened is because this is super soft. It's great for its job. It doesn't rub up on your skin. And any material that's like this, it collects your sweat. When it collects your sweat, you know, within time, it gets nasty. There's bacteria that grows on there. Especially if you guys don't wash them. They get bacteria, and it rubs on your skin. You end up getting this disease. I know something that the Marine Corps had taught us, like, hey man, you gotta wash your gear, because if you end up wearing it and you end up rubbing on your skin, you get this disease. I think it's called cellulitis. Again, if I butcher that, I'm sorry. I'm going off my memory. How much did this cost? Like $50, and that was just the actual belt. That's not including this. So this was like $50 or $60. The actual Molly, the Molly that's on there, I mean, this is old too, and it look how it wobbles. Okay, so you gotta pay for what you get, right? Does it do its job? Yes. Does it do the job that we do? No. You know, some of the stuff that we go through in ops, you know, this plate carrier, this battle belt's gone. This is not a battle belt. This is a good battle belt, just not for the stuff that I do. Again, this is my experience with this specific battle belt. Are there better battle belts out there? Yes. I was at the 511 store, shameless plug. I was at the 511 store earlier today up at Allen Ranch, and I was looking at their battle belt. Now, I do like the Cobra belt system that they have. It is adjustable, and it's adjustable only on one side, which is cool. But the Cobra belt buckle has been around for a while, and Joker used to use it. He was part of my team. Raptor uses it. Johan uses it. A lot. I think even Cake has one. That's actual Cobra belt buckle. And it's a quick disconnect up here in the front. Yeah, see, so it works. I know he's talking right now on Instagram. He said, "Damn, I got mine for 25, but it works for the indoor." Yeah, it works. I mean, this belt setup works for the indoor too, but for the stuff that we were doing at Fort Hood, definitely not. For me, it wasn't worth it. For this setup that I had on it, And again, I had a lot more stuff on there. I had the dump pouch. I don't even run the dump pouch anymore because I don't use the dump pouch. I put my magazines back into the existing pouch that it came from. So, again, I'm back to a battle belt because, I want to be able to run America without a plate carrier so I can move faster in the outdoor field. And I'm only saying America because I have a different mind on what I'm going to do, but I can't tell you guys yet. But I do want to run a battle belt because I'll be able to put everything that's on my plate carrier on my battle belt. Pretty much, if I wanted to run an M4, I could. If I wanted to run something else, I could. If I wanted to run my pistol, I could. It's lighter weight. I can move quicker. Does it protect my chest? No, I'm probably going to die. But either way, I wouldn't use just a battle belt in real life, but I would use a battle belt in real life when it comes to hunting. Because I don't need to take care. So I'm building up my battle belt for hunting and for airsoft. Yeah, I don't do milsim. I can't be outdoors 100 degrees weather for 5 hours, right? So, I mean, to each his own. That's why I said, you can agree with me. Again, this battle belt setup will actually work great for the indoor field. It still works great for me in the indoor field, but for, like I said, some of the stuff that we get into for the outdoor field is crazy. So it doesn't work for me. So I end up having the Cobra belt buckle by itself, not the buckle, but the entire belt setup was like $96 before tax. And that's straight from 511. So that's just the buckle without the actual molly and the multicam. Everything was a solid black, and it had like mesh in the back. Mesh is cool, but with the stuff that I like to do, it's not gonna hold up. Even the 511 brand, the battle belt won't hold up. So which I'm going to HSGI belt system because they actually have a grip on the inside to where it doesn't move at all. Then you have another setup that Johan has. If you guys want to hit up Johan about his battle belt setup, you should definitely bother him because he goes to college and he has a job and he loves hearing from you guys, his fans. So you should definitely hit him up on Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff because you could ask him a bunch of questions about the setup, and he has a lot of good stuff. And he has one to where it has a Velcro that you put through your belt loops, and you can Velcro that on top. I don't know how much that was. It was probably a lot of money. But you can Velcro it on top, and you don't even need to buckle it because it's all nice and sturdy. So things to look at for when you're buying a battle belt. Definitely buy something that isn't wobbly like this. See, shameless plug again. I'm sorry. And maybe this is just because this is old. The champ is here. He saw me on Facebook or something. He's probably still watching me. I don't know, but he's here. So definitely don't buy something that's wobbly like this, because even if you're running a plate carrier, a chest rig, or a battle belt, that is not good. Retention on your magazines definitely needs to be a plus. Again, Johan has a new a belt system, CQB belt. Those are really good. Another shameless plug. Eddie's here! I already put a shout out. You want to come say hi to your peoples? You go around. Sup, Mamba? So, ladies and gentlemen, your Sunday champion.
Hello.
Eddie.
How's it going? Oh, there's nice.
Okay, so we have Facebook, we have YouTube, and we have Instagram live right now.
What?
We're on the hot seat. So, say hi to your people. Tell them that you're ready for the challenge on Sunday. So if you want to come out, these are your Instagram guys. They're usually all my Instagram guys pretty much come play on Saturdays, so you don't have to worry about them. Okay. They're gonna. If you were fighting Saturdays, they're gonna destroy you. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. But Sunday players definitely come out from Facebook. YouTube is a mixture between everybody. Or usually those are people from out of state. So, but definitely Facebook. These are the people that are coming down to take your title. I think I have a few people from Instagram that already claimed your title.
Okay. So, well, like I said, guys, best of luck. Like I said, whatever happens, happens. You win.
For real, man.
Yeah, for real.
So you guys, He's a real cool guy, man. Real honorable player. Definitely calls his hits. I know every time I shoot him from the top, it's funny to watch him. He's like, hit? And he's like, what? I'm just kidding. I don't do that. Yes, I do.
It happens.
I do.
All these boo-boos that y'all see here is because this guy right here.
That was different. He came in, he wanted some training, and I showed him, you know, baptism by fire. What are they? And I showed him, hey man, you're probably taking out too much, and he paid the price for it.
Yeah. This is my weak arm right here. Weak arm.
Don't tell him that. Now they're gonna aim for that side because you gave him a weakness.
Well, like I said, whatever happens, happens. It's what do you call it? How you say the odds ever against your favor. Best odds. Best odds. This guy's still the best right here. I can't wait to Overwatch.
Overwatch and Death by Saji. You're going to that?
Yeah.
All right. The champ's one with us.
Dom had told me that there's a spring for my LMG. It's like $15, I believe, or just so I can shoot farther.
Oh, it's a heavier spring for your LMG.
Okay.
Because right now you're shooting CQB limits.
Yeah, told me that.
You definitely want to bring up your FPS.
Yeah.
For that
Right now,
advantage.
that's 200.
It's longer. Yeah, what?
200.
200? Yeah, I was hurting, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, I told me it was at 220.
Okay. There you go. I mean, he has an LMG, a Crytek LMG. He's the one with the Deadpool crowd, Crytek.
Actually, I have it farther.
This is like supposed to be a short show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding, man. I go like crazy, man. But no.
I won't take any more time.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, man. Love you, man. Alright, no. Your box is like right behind the Instagram video thing. I'll get your stuff in. Alright, guys. So, again, guys, you can agree with me all you want. You can disagree with me all you want. Let me know what you guys think of. What do you guys like to use and why? Don't just put, you know, I run Battlefield because I'm the best. Just kidding. You know, tell me what you guys like to set up. I know Simba has a combination, I think, play carrier and Battlefield, or sometimes he just runs Battlefield in there. Definitely have your sidearm on your Battlefield. Hit a revolver, don't get me wrong, good pistol, just need a good sidearm. Yeah. Yeah, you know, CQB revolver, not that bad, especially if you need to have something for a sniper rifle. CO2, definitely not, definitely able to put out the power that you need. You have 50 shots when you buy the gun. You have 10 in each disc, and then you have 5 discs. So, and it's very compactable. If that's a word, it's very, you can compact it more than a full-size magazine for a pistol. So that's not bad. It's not a bad setup. I like that. I run a battle belt. Alright, so you guys can continue to talk. I need to take care of Eddie before we close. We close in 30 minutes. But thank you guys for coming out again. My guys from Sanctuary. Boom, boom. And my guy that's watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, I haven't started your site yet because I had my players come through. I had to take care of them. I will probably get started tomorrow on it. It's a site. It's about the Joker. It's the Joker rifle that I painted, and he wants me to do the site. It's gonna look real decked out on top of the actual rifle. And then I got a Harley Quinn project apparently in 2 weeks from now. So definitely looking forward to doing those 2 paint jobs. Super excited for the 2 ops that are coming up and anything else that I'm missing. All my players that haven't been here, I miss you guys. You definitely need to come back out, shoot out with me this weekend. Also, we have bragging rights, so you guys want to compete with that. If you don't want to compete, that's cool. We're still running regular games. Don't get it confused. We're still running regular games. We're just running bragging rights in between the games. Unless we have massive amount of crowds to where we're gonna have to run like 3 or 4 turns, then you know we'll have to figure something out. Other than that, guys, that's all I have for now. I don't want to take too much of your time. Definitely, I think I already overstayed my welcome, but I have 25 seconds remaining on Instagram. Go figure, I maxed out my time. Alright, from our family to yours, live the game. Live the game. Live the game, guys. And end. Love you guys. Lots of shout outs to all you guys that I missed. And sorry, guys. But hopefully I see you guys here tomorrow. Peace. And for my YouTubers, thank you guys for subscribing, liking, and doing all that stuff. Appreciate it. Sharing now. Alright. Continue to love, continue to support. We love you guys. Put down all the comments that you want below. Let me know what type of footage you. I'm still gonna be pushing out footage for regular gameplays, for first person view, GoPro footage, and I think I'm gonna be doing that this weekend, especially for bragging rights. So looking forward to that. Love you guys. Peace out.